Kia ora, and welcome to another Daily Flight and Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. If you like what you see, then hop down into the Steam link, get it onto your wish list, and look out for further announcements. And if you want to know more about any of the tiles that I play, any of the modifiers, then also the wiki is linked in the description below. So what do we have today? Shifting from song to fire. So we've had song for the last couple of days. We're now in fire. Now today's going to be fun because it's been a while since we've had 3 beneficial modifiers. Normally we get at least one that makes the game a bit harder. So we've got We Are Legion, where we're going to get strength from our followers at the start of each level. So if we have 3 followers at the start of the level, then we'll start with 3 strength, goes down to 2 the next turn, or the next turn, and then 1 for the next turn after that, and then disappears. So idea here is to try and avoid opening up our birds, keep our birds with us, because the more that we have, the stronger we're going to be for level 2 and level 3. This is going to be helped hugely by the fact that we've got both Wildest tiles and Clean Dozen. So we're going to have a phenomenal amount of wild tiles in our hand right from the start. And we've got, so that Clean Dozen is just 12 tiles. Wildest is all the boss tiles, so the really nice, strong tiles that we get through. The challenge that we're going to have is that having that many wild tiles, particularly in the first level where we've only got 1, 2, 3 and 4 of each suit, we don't get 5 until we get into level 2, we're going to risk having our hand really badly clogged up by the wild tiles. So we have to be really careful about what tiles we play out along with the wild tiles, and may even need to spend some time just discarding wild tiles to clear out our hand. It's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Certainly looking forward to how strong we can be when we finally face the Poacher. So without further ado, let us jump into it. And hey, if I can be less than 40 minutes this time, that would be really nice. Okay, so already we can see, when I'm talking about our hand getting clogged, we've got half our hand as wild tiles. That's not great. What we'll start off with is, I'm just going to get a Swooperoni going for next turn and build up a bit of that defense. Get rid of those low lying attacks, and then we'll just build up that, get that wave fire, get the refill through, and see which birds we can pull out. So we've got Loxley and Howl coming through, and total defense needed is 17, and I've got 18. That's pretty cool. So what I'd like to do though, is I do want to clear this hand down, because ultimately I've got a bomb for 50 going off next turn. I'd like to see if I can draw out some more of those birds. Frostbite, we don't have anybody frozen, so we can get rid of that. Do I fire out some of the flame? We don't need bird bath either. I was thinking about whether I grab out the suit up now. At this point I don't particularly want to magic 9-ball stuff. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there, so hopefully that will give us a decent amount. No other birds! Boo! But on this I will fire up the flame, just because I can now upgrade all of my flame tiles. And again, Arson, don't particularly want the Smolder, and Heroic I only get to play it once, so I'd rather leave that for later in the game. So we will leave that there, knowing we're taking out all these birds. And possibility. Shield up, fantastic. Although not much use right now because we don't have any defense that we can bring out. So I am just going to fire out some flames, start that flame going on the beekeeper, and discard down. And again, don't need fireproof. I will need some defense. So we'll hit Papa Hawk for a little bit, but more importantly, that gets us over and above the defense that we need. And I'm going to also destroy the lowest flame. So we've upgraded all of our flame tiles, and we're now destroying the lowest ones, which will give us very nice narrowed down flame hand. And at this point, given I've got 9 in attack, let's take Papa Hawk down. So with 15 flame and 14, we take him out this turn. And sure. Okay. Well, oh, that was daft. Couldn't work out why it wasn't working and just realised I picked the wrong tile. So keep the defence for 4 turns because hopefully we won't be too much more there. And so yeah, we've now got starting to get those slot hogs. We don't like those particularly, but we can at least use up those low value defense just to start building that defense up. Beekeeper's going to get taken out shortly anyway, so we might as well just do a quick attack and use our joker and get some more wild tiles. Alright. Okay, so as before, I don't particularly like using the heroics in the first level. They're much better in future levels, particularly war and buffing, multiplying our buffs when we've already got additional strength is going to make final level really rather fun. So I'm going to just do some drawing up of tiles. Okay, cool. Fire out the flame and slightly increase our chances of getting a rare, but we do also need to build our defense and just use the ducks in a row just as a placeholder. It's a little bit of a moot point given we're going to lose them both. We'll free them both now, but in fact at this point I don't need Olympic, so I'll start off. I'll use my 1,000 talons, but unfortunately I am very sadly going to need to actually open up a bird because that's a rubbish defense hand when I need to double what I've got. Cool. I can do the refill my hand because I've got no additional birds in hand. That's nice. Let's get rid of those low-lying defence. And let's take 50 damage next turn. Just get rid of Ducks in a Row and Peacock's Pride just because they are filling my hand. Don't need either of those. And we're actually going to leave that there because we didn't really need the bomb. There you go. So with only opening up one bird, we are going to start level 2 with a very healthy amount of strength. Yeah, so starting off with 8 strength. This is going to, I should keep the bird bath, but get rid of on fire. And the challenge we've got here is that I can't avoid hitting the falconer because whatever I do, the Shrike will take 2 of those blows and the 3rd one. So at this point, no, debating whether or not to do the draw tile for every opponent and hit the falconer, but no, we shall just see what we get with Featherfall coming out. That's cool. This time I shall draw out a couple more tiles. And we'll just start the flames going on the falconer. Didn't particularly want to lose my bird bath, but that was my fault for gambling on that one. Alright. Take out Hawkwood. And again, let's just use our ducks in a row just to get some more flame there. Right, so falconer will wake up next turn, but this is very nice. We will add another 7 strength using our 1,000 talons. So at this point, right, we'll boost up our defense and see if we can draw some more attack tiles. Would be nice. Right. Okay, so as I said before, I'm going to save my Warren buff until next time, but let's put 16 on our ability to get rare tiles. And check that. And yeah, so the falconer now awake. So ideally, I will, well, I can take out Jimmy. We'll freeze the falconer so I don't have to worry about that flame damage. And then I'm just going to get rid of Arson. I'm going to save that one for if I need it next turn. Okay, cool. We'll boost up our fire immunity. Unfortunately, Peacock's Pride doesn't do much against the Abandoned Egg because it's so well defended, but we have just enough to pull out a little bit of flame for the next turn. Tiny bang. Okay. I'm gonna, again, we don't have anybody frozen. It's more appropriate to song, so we'll get our bomb going. We are still going to need more defense than we've got because the falcon is still going to hit us. So let's do Pumperum. I like Pumperum, and Pumperum for 15 turns is cool. And more stuff that goes with frozen people. Let's draw 3 more defense tiles. And actually, I'm now well defended. Let's pull out some wild tiles. Again, don't want, but let's, oh, not that one. Let's attack for 150. That was nice. Okay, so going in to the poacher level with quite a lot of followers. What was it? 16 followers. That's going to be very, very handy. Except the first thing I have to do is actually get some defense, because if I'm going to attack Hannibal, I need to be able to defend against his attack. So that's cool, because I'm going to catch him at least once. And to be honest, at this point, let's draw some more wild tiles. Gonna again hit the poacher twice. We'll ignore that one. We don't need healing. Would have liked to have had more birds coming out, but because I didn't throw away enough at the end of last turn, well, I don't have to worry about Ricky, so let's just move on. And so I don't need the defense itself, but we can now grab that as part of the run for Dino and start the poacher's flame going. Ah, brilliant. So if we've got the poacher going to destroy tiles, let's attack, well, let's get Pumperum and do a 342. I don't think I need, to be honest, even if I finish it off, let's just, so I could press end turn or just attack.
Fly free, little sparrow.
Well, that was fun. To be honest, even with everything that I had, I was not expecting to finish the poacher that fast. So just the combo of modifiers that we had this time, just everything played so nicely together. I can see that if you're not careful about discarding wild tiles, you could get yourself stuck quite quickly. So being really ruthless about what you want to keep in your hand. But otherwise, yeah, that one was fun. 27 followers at the end. So when we get the full game and we have more than 3 levels and we get that type of a combo, it's going to be insane. It's just going to be such fun. I am so looking forward to it. Let's have a look. What's Kurgan? I can't remember that one on the things. Bonus points for having no duplicate wild tiles. That's nice. I don't often get that one because I have certain wild tiles that I always like to pick, but because I'm not opening the birds up, didn't get them. So I hope you enjoyed that, and a shorter video than yesterday, and I will see you next time. Kia ora.